What's going on, man? Another video, which means I have more free picks for you. And finally, the NBA is back. So I have 3 NBA picks for you for the finals. I'm super happy about it. And then I also have 3 MLB picks as well. So 6 total picks. I like them all a ton. All I ask before we jump straight into it is number 1, go down, hit the like button for me. Let's get this video to 50 likes. It's free to do, and it helps me out a ton. And while you're down there, you might as well subscribe as well so you don't miss any more videos like this going forward. But now that that's out the way and you've done that for me, we can jump straight into the video. And the first thing we have to talk about is this free Discord. All you got to do to join is click the first link down below in the pinned comment, hit the link, hit join, and you're in, no strings attached. And the reason we have to talk about it is because of the day that we had yesterday. Oh my, I mean, you can't make this kind of stuff up, man. 7-2 overall, going up over 10 units in one single day. You hear of most pro bettors trying to win 1 to 2 units a day. We won 10 units in one single day. Literally, everyone in here can vouch. They saw me put the picks out. A lot of them tailed it, and they made the money with me, and that's why you need to be in here. I'm giving out profitable picks day in and day out. You're not going to be profitable every single day, but you want to be profitable more days than not. Anyone that tells you they're hitting it higher than a 60 or 65% win percentage is lying to your face. You want to win around 55 to 60% of your bets, and if you're doing that, you're going to be extremely profitable. You can see here I have everything tracked through 2025. And this doesn't even include yesterday's bets where we went up 10 units. I haven't added that yet. But we're still up over 230 units on the year, which is just absurd. It's better than any premium you're going to see, and you're able to get it for completely free right now if you just go hit the link down below. I promise you it's worth it. You're going to want to get in here. Also, another reason why this Discord is really, really valuable to a lot of people is I help people get funded on Player Profit every single day, just like this guy right here. If you don't know what Player Profit is, it is a platform that actually funds you to sports bet. So I'll take you to it right here. It's going to be linked right below the Discord link. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. And the way it works is they give you the money, you bet with it, and then you split the money 70-30. Now, the reason this is so valuable is because if you lose their money, you don't have to pay any of it back. So it's no risk to you. All you have to do is get in here. It's going to be linked down below the Discord, like I said in the comments. Get in here, use my code BBETS. It's going to take 10% off of whatever bankroll you choose. They have bankrolls from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000. And all you got to do is pay a small upfront fee. And then you have to go through 2 challenge phases, as you can see right here, phase 1 and phase 2. What you have to do in these phases are the exact same regardless of the bankroll that you buy. You got to run the account up 20% without it falling down 15%. And if you do that once, and then you do that twice, then you actually get funded and you can use whatever bankroll you bought. So if you bought $50,000 and you pass phase 1 and phase 2, you're going to be able to use the funded phase here, which means you're actually going to be able to use this $50,000 to bet with. You're going to be able to place $500 to $2,500 per bet, and that's why this is so valuable. But like I said earlier, the biggest reason why you need to be on this is because, number 1, you're going to be able to bet way more than you usually would be able to, and number 2, you don't have to risk your own money. If you lose the money, you don't got to pay any of it back. It's literally one of the best opportunities out right now, so go get yourself a bankroll and join my Discord. And what people have been doing is they've been getting a bankroll, they've been joining the Discord, and then they've simply just been telling my plays. Because if you come in here and you tell my plays, then it'll almost guarantee that you get funded and you pass phase 1 and phase 2. So you're going to want to do this. Go get a bankroll, go join the Discord, and now we can get into the first pick of the video, which is going to be in the NBA, and we're going to be taking Jalen Williams to go under 5.5 assists. The reason I like this pick so much is he's under in 5 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and then 16 of his last 20. So the hit rate is outstanding. It's exactly what we're looking for, and he really just hasn't been going over this mark for the majority of the playoffs, and that's what we like to see. Now, to go on top of that, he has played the Pacers 2 times this season. He barely went over one time. He had 6. And then this first time here, he had 5, so he went under. So he's 1 for 2 against them. But the real reason why I like this is, number 1, the crazy hit rate in the last 5, 10, and 20. And then also the Pacers as you can see right here, allow the 12th least amount of assists to his position. So they don't allow not to his position, but overall. So they don't allow a ton of assists in general. And with them limiting assists, with him going under this mark extremely consistently, I like this pick all day long. Go lock it in. Great hit rate, solid matchup, and that's why I'm taking it. Now for my second pick, we're going to bounce over to the MLB. And we're going to be taking that guy, Pete Alonso, to go over 1.5 total bases. He's over in 3 of his last 5, 7 of his last 10, and then 8 of his last 20. And while, yeah, I know the last 20 isn't the greatest, in baseball, you want to ride the hot streak. And right here, in his last 10 and last 5, has been going over pretty consistently, averaging over 2 in his last 10. But even with the hit rate being okay or being pretty solid, the reason I really like this pick is he is going to be playing against the Dodgers. And the Dodgers are going to be pitching, let's see here, where's the Mets game at? The Dodgers are going to be pitching, hold on just a second. The Mets, here they are. The Mets are going to be playing the Dodgers, like I said. And the Dodgers are going to be pitching Landon Knack. And Landon Knack has not had a ton of success on the year. Yeah, his record's good, but that's mainly due to the Dodgers hitting well when he's pitched. Because in his games so far, he has over a 4 ERA and a whip of 1.36. So he should give our guy here, Pete Alonso, a ton of opportunities to go over this mark. And as long as he can just get himself 2 singles, a double, or a home run, he will cash us out. And I really do think we have a high likelihood of this happening. And that's why I like it. Especially getting it at plus money, as you can see on the screen. So go lock this one in. I absolutely love it. Now we can bounce back over to the NBA. And in this and right here, we're going to be taking Tyrese Halliburton to go under 32.5 PRA. As you can see, in his last 5, 40% isn't the greatest sight, but the reason I like this is because overall, when you look at the season as a whole, he is under this mark at a 53% rate, so he has gone under more than not. And then to top that off, he's only averaging 31 per game on the season. So that's the first reason I like it. And then the second reason I like it is Tyrese Halliburton does not have a lot of success against the Thunder. And when you're looking at a finals matchup, you're going to want to look at matchups more than strictly hit rate. And that right there is why I like this pick. When you look at head-to-head, he is under this mark now 3 games in a row against the Thunder. And in these 3 games, he hasn't even came close to this mark. 25, not even close. 14, not even close at all, and this was a close game. And then 21, once again, not very close. And this is a game that the Pacers won. So I really just don't see how he's going to go over this mark. The Thunder play him really tight. They're going to put Lou Dort on him. And if you have seen the stats that Lou Dort has put up against Tyrese Halliburton when it comes to defense, you would want to take this under 2. He's absolutely had him on clamps. And then, of course, you can also see against point guards, the Thunder allow the 2nd least amount of points and the 6th least amount of assists. So this is just an outstanding matchup for Tyrese Halliburton to go under, and that's why I'm taking this pick. So go lock it in, and now we can bounce back over to the MLB. And we're going to be taking that guy, James Wood, to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's over in 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and then 75% in his last 20, averaging 3 per game. So this hit rate right here is insane, especially for baseball. And then to go on top of that, the Nationals are going to be facing off against, let's find the game here. The Nationals are going to be playing, why do I keep losing the games? I know it's on here. The Nationals are going to be playing the Cubs, and the Cubs are going to be pitching Colin here. And he did start off the season really, really well. If you kept up with it earlier on in the season, he was pitching really, really good. But over his past 2 games, he really hasn't had a ton of success. His ERA has jumped up to almost 4, and now he has a whip of almost 1.4. So he's really kind of fallen off the wagon, and that's why I like this pick. I don't think James Wood is going to have too hard of a time getting himself a hit and maybe even an RBI to go on top of that, and that's why I like this pick. You can see right here in his last matchup, Colin pitched 5.2 innings, allowing 6 runs on 10 hits and 2 walks. which is obviously absolutely terrible, and that's why I'm locking in with this pick here. He's been cashing it out as of late a ton, especially in his last 5, 10, and 20. And then to top that off, Colin has been falling apart, and when you combine those two things together, this looks like a really solid pick, and that's why I'm going to be taking it. So go lock this one in. And now real quick, before I give you my 5th and my 6th pick of the video that I like the absolute most, I do want to remind you to, number 1, go get yourself a bankroll on Player Profit. All you got to do is pay a small upfront fee for one of these bankrolls, pass phase 1 and phase 2, and then you're funded, and you can actually use this money to go bet with, and you don't have to pay any of it back. And if you really want to, you can join the free Discord as well, and simply just tell my plays, and basically automatically get funded. I don't see a reason why anybody would use their own money when they can use somebody else's money. So join the free Discord, tell my plays, and then also get yourself a bankroll. I'm telling you, it's the best opportunity in sports betting right now. So go take advantage of that. And now we can move on to my 5th pick of the video, which is going to be Alex Caruso to go over 7.5 points. He's over in 4 of his last 5, 8 of his last 10, and then 13 of his last 20. He's been crushing it throughout the entirety of the playoffs, going over this mark. And as you can see right here, in his last 10, he's averaging 9 points per game, which is pretty well above this 7.5 mark. And that's the first reason why I like it. But the second reason, and the more important reason why I like it, is head-to-head against the Pacers. He is over this mark in 4 of his last 5 games against them. And the last time that he went under, he just barely went under by 1 bucket. If he made one more layup, he would have went over. And as you can see right here, he is averaging 12.8 in these games. So he's had a ton of success against the Pacers in the past, and his hit rate has been really, really good, especially as of late in the playoffs. So I'm taking this all day long. Go lock it in. And now we can move on to my last pick of the video, which is going to be Steven Kwan to go under 1.5 bases, or not bases, hits, runs, and RBIs, especially. And I really like it because you're getting it at plus money. So in his last 5, he's under in 4 of 5. Last 10, 8 of 10, and then last 20, he is under this mark in 15 of 20 games, which is exactly what you want to see. And then to top that off, the Guardians, hopefully we can find this one fast. Here it is. The Guardians are going to be facing the Yankees ace, who has been an absolute beast all year long. 1.92 ERA, 7-1 record, and a whip of under 1, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I don't see any way that Steven Kwan goes over this mark, especially with his hit rate being really good in his last 5, 10, and 20. And with Max pitching here on the mound, he's not going to give Steven a ton of opportunities, and that's why I think it's almost guaranteed that he's going to go under. So I really like that pick, just like I like all the other ones. Go look them all in, and until next time, let's all go print some money.